Hi, the person on the screen is Brother Angel Morales, minister for the Pagibig congregation of the Church of Christ. He is standing in front of the chapel which we have been constructing since 2005. The church that regularly meets in this building was an offshoot of the youth and the children ministry, which his mother, Mrs. Teodora Morales, and her sisters, Mrs. Venencia Rhea and Mrs. Constancia Ancheta and Mrs. Macaria Santos, together with his only sister Carmen, started in 1999. When Brother Angel joined their group, they began Sunday worship services at Sister Carmen's house in the middle of year 2000. His eldest brother Ernesto and his family joined them. They started preaching the gospel from house to house, and many people were converted in this effort. When they moved to Sister Venancia's apartment, Brother Archie Rhea and his wife joined us. Our weekly attendance was 80 people when we transferred to a barangay multi-purpose hall. A few months later, some politically influential people from other religious persuasion moved for the immediate termination of our lease to the hall. We held our worship services at Brother Ernesto's house up to the time when our chapel was ready for use. It is sad to note that every time we moved to a different location, some members opted to transfer to a church nearer their homes. It was also very difficult to invite people to a house church where the space and resources were very limited. In 2005, Sister Teodora bought the rights to an 80 square meter piece of property at Delang 1, Pinagbuhatan, Pasig City. From then on, we endeavored to build our chapel. We adults, youngsters, male and female, worked every Sunday after every worship. Although we were already having a hard time supporting our ministries and student assistance program, we refused to beg for help. The church decided that we would consistently pray to God for provisions and wait for his answers. It is really amazing to receive God's blessings from unlikely channels. Even non-members voluntarily donated some cash and used construction materials. We held our first worship service under a tent at the chapel on October 7, 2007. Originally, we wanted to build a single-story chapel because of financial constraints, but due to the ill effects of Typhoon Undoy, which submerged the whole Metro Manila, we decided to erect a three-story building. Despite the fact that more than half of our membership relocated, we continue with our ministries and improving our chapel. It was providential that all of us adult members then have jobs. Sister Teodora, who was a pensioner, was the biggest supporter in spite of her Alzheimer's disease before she died on 2011. We were ministering to about 300 children, teaching and feeding them by sessions every Saturday and Sunday. The pupils in 2005 are now teaching children thanks to the effort of Sister Vanessa and Sister Jasmine who trained them. There was no party when we celebrated our 5th year in this chapel last October 7, 2012. We were practically broke, only 2 active members have jobs. Presently, we find it very difficult to maintain our ministries and continue to construct, but the church believes that we're just experiencing a test of faith. So we move on, hoping that God will meet our needs sooner or later. Meanwhile, to continue with the construction, we suspend the ministries from time to time in order to use its budget to buy materials. The construction is ably supervised by Brother Ernesto, formerly a construction general foreman. He also do the designs, formworks, electricals, welding, etc. Brother Archie Rhea, Security OIC of Unitel, a graduating Bible student, helps as a steelman. Brother Angel do the bricklaying, tile setting, and plastering. The boys help in mixing and pouring concrete. Sister Josie prepares and serves the meal for the workers. It hurts when we have to suspend the ministries, but we have to do it. Brother Ernie and Brother Angel are the only ones in the congregation who are knowledgeable about construction. They are both senior citizens and are getting weaker every day. That's why we want to finish our chapel as soon as possible. Actually, we are erecting a multi-purpose building. The first floor will be used as worship center on Sundays and midweek nights. It can be used as daytime children learning school on weekdays. The second floor will be used as classroom or livelihood space. The parsonage and visitors lounge or recreation room will be on the third floor. Lord willing, this building will be an effective tool for the ministries. There is a tremendous job that needs to be done, and constructing a church building is a very small part of it. Reaching the lost is foremost. We aim to mold children to become responsible citizens and effective servants of the Lord. This is long range, but we are happy that the result of our efforts are very encouraging. We want to do more, but it is always the problem of resources that bog us down. May the Lord direct his channels of blessings toward us. Beloved brethren, we appreciate your kind concern. God bless you.